started looking forward and we started looking at the applications and the sets, it started being my own reality in which I started looking at how much of the actual browser I was using inside of my actual daily work environment. Because as time has progressed, it has been millions and billions of people who are leveraging billions of users with millions of apps who are in the plethora of everything from big data, ML, AI, cloud, different areas that are a part of it, but primarily they all use the browser to get access to most of these application sets. And it's actually further increasing as it goes along because the browser itself is one of the biggest applications to actually use. And what I find often is when I was at just recently at the Gartner Digital Workplace Strategy is that a lot of the individuals who were coming to actually have conversations there were primarily there to figure out what was working, what wasn't working, and so forth. And they had all these different paths that they could take with the legacy. But I found one thing that I think was the defining factor that really used to have to start with when you think about hybrid working, and that is the browser. As you start getting closer to the time that we're in, you'll see more and more applications are primarily browser-based applications. And this is an important characteristic because most of the actual threats evolve because of the actual browser. They're coming in through the plugins, they're coming in through different areas today, whether you're doing phishing, whether you're getting the web threats that are coming in through browser plugins. I mean, how many GPT plugins have you guys looked at? Right? As you start looking at these particular plugins that are coming in, they're stealing data, moving things back and forth. And unfortunately, that's what a plugin does. So you can't stop it from doing the work that it's trying to actually get accomplished without it hampering the actual capability of these plugins or these capabilities. And that's really where we started really seeing Kasm as a movement and Workspaces for Oracle as a movement really started seeing as where we wanted to go. Because that phase one, or phase 0 to phase 1 of the secure enterprise browser strategy actually left a lot of people with questions. And it actually started changing the amount of productivity because when you have two browsers on the same box, you have that increased cognitive load. The complexity and confusion of where do I save that file to, how do I get access to that particular one, or that fragmented working environment, meaning that I got two different locations or two different browser sets that I'm actually working through. One of the worst parts is increased system resource consumption. A lot of the browsers that we were looking at from a browser that was implemented on the actual endpoint requires additional resources from that endpoint to redact things. Or I still need to secure it in some of those situations with CloudStrike and the other things that are at the endpoint or the EDR, MRI systems I'm doing. But overall, I'm trading this risk, but I'm also have this huge loss of productivity and inefficiency.